We're gonna use a kilo of 00 flour or pizza flour. We're gonna use salt. We're gonna use yeast, a liter of water, and the entire amount of the viga that we prepare already. Descriptions are recipes on the description. And I'm gonna use a mixer, but you can actually do it by hand. See, this is the consistency after 24 hours.
Wow.
It's already changed from loose to semi-cohesive.
Nice.
And we want to put the entire thing. And by the way, I learned this recipe from a Napolitan chef. So we're gonna put the entire flour. We're gonna put the entire flour situation here. We're gonna put the yeast and the salt. We're gonna add the water a little bit at a time. Better incorporate the water a little at a time. So it's very important to add the water one little bit at a time because that's how we build the gluten into the dough. So after we put all the water and add all the ingredients, basically what we're gonna do next is we're gonna just take it out 15 minutes later, more or less. And don't mind my hands, I am cooking for my family, so. All right, we're gonna take it out. So once you have it in this consistency, you're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in your hands. Rub it on top. You're gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the container. You put in the olive oil because you're gonna put it to rest for 30 minutes and it doesn't form a crust. So you have it there, you cover it, and I will see you in 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes have passed. We're gonna pour this back onto the counter. Now this should be a little bit sticky. and we're gonna make dough balls of about 300 grams, okay? To be more specific, 300 grams. And basically that's what you're looking at, more or less. That's 385, so we're gonna squeeze a little bit out of the bottom. Again, about 300 grams. You're gonna fold it in. And we're gonna put it to rest. And if it gets too sticky, you get a little bit of olive oil in your hands. In this case, we're gonna need 300 grams. We're gonna make a dough ball. We're folding in. All right. We cut the bottom and we put it to rest. So 300 grams each dough ball, and we get 10 pizzas. We're gonna let this rest for about 2 to 3 hours. Well, at this point we have about 10, well actually we do have 10 pizza dough. So what we're gonna do is that we're not gonna cook 10 pizzas, quite honestly. We're gonna do about 5 or 6. So I'm gonna freeze 4 of them. So Ziploc bags, the dough ball is already formed, right? We're gonna put it in the bag. And we're gonna do this prior to the rest of the fermentation that needs to happen, so that when we remove it from the freezer, basically, we can finish fermenting and do the rest of the stuff, right? So into the freezer it goes. And we let it sit there. We're probably gonna eat that next month, quite honestly. But we let it sit there for as long as you need to. And the rest, we're gonna prepare for tomorrow.